Hey y'all, it's Jamie and welcome to Dig It Homesteading. Today we're doing something a little different. I want to share with y'all a tradition that my daughter and my husband have. Every year after Halloween, they go and raid the stores. So if you're interested in that, or if your family does that as well, please stay tuned. I'll show you what they got, and I'll have a bonus of the clearance that was found out Walmart's as well. And I will try to go through and list the prices on the screen as I can find them. Husband's really bad about keeping receipts, but I do have mine because me and sister ended up going unexpectedly and getting some things as well. Get out of the candy! Alright, so this is a quick little overview, and that cute little sugar skull, you be quiet! That cute little sugar skull is just my decoration. Nobody got that this year, but I sure would like to find some more. I love the sugar skulls. But anyway, as you can see, a lot of it was candy. I wonder who got those. Bags and bags of candy. Now, we do not eat a whole lot of candy. So this is possibly a year's supply worth of candy for us, and now I have to find somewhere to put it. So let's get in and see what we have, and like I said, I'll put prices on the screen as to what I can find. Some of it, yeah, we'll just say some of it is labeled and most of it is not, but I have my receipt, and maybe I'll add a bonus clip of what I'm going to do with one of these products as well. Y'all, I'm sorry, but my bird has determined that she wants to be a part of this video, and she's literally on my shoulder. So anyway, she's going to talk, and sorry if that bothers you, but we'll quickly go through this. As I said, I love sugar skulls, and there's little cute skeletons on these Reese's, and I also love Reese's, so they picked up a bag of that. And then some Reese's miniatures, and they got a couple of bags of peanut M&Ms as well, which I also like. Those two are my favorite. But like I said, we will hide this stuff, and out of sight, out of mind, right? I guess Cadbury decided they didn't make enough money around Easter, because these are now mini harvest handfuls with a harvest bunny on them, and my husband's favorite, and he's already had a few of those. They got 3 bags of that. Shush you. Okay, Feastables, I'm told, is a brand by Mr. Beast, so my daughter was really excited to find these candies, which may or may not be offensive to some people, but we find it funny. They got 3 bags of that, and those were 90% off. We went to our local Walmart, and then unintentionally went to a Walmart when we were out of town yesterday, and we hit up their sections as well. These I've never seen before. Mint chocolate Reese's. And I'm not the biggest, I guess it's called the Franken Cup. I'm not the biggest fan of mint chocolate, but hubby hates peanut butter and chocolate, so maybe he'll like peanut butter and what looks like mint chocolate. Why are you making that face? She literally climbed up on my shoulder and wanted to be a part of this. What do I do? I'm being judged. Anyway, they also got this bag, which I have upside down. That's got Laffy Taffy Nerds, the sour gummy worms, and sweet tarts, and Kit Kats, which I guess sister really likes, as she's been nibbling on those. Y'all, she's running around the house helping me clean today, and she is just a grinning as she walks past, but she isn't going to get on video today, I don't think. And You'll see why I got these in a minute if you haven't already figured out. But they're sugar skulls, and they're just so stinking cute. And I don't know what kind those are, but I think these were like 50 cents. So for a 48 count of muffin liners for 50 cents, I will take it. And I got 2 of those. And then I also got these, which, yeah, they're jack-o'-lanterns, which is Halloween, but it's good enough for Thanksgiving too. Just for like little desserts, or for kids to have appetizers or something like that, just to have some extra cheap plates. Or if you just use paper plates and you want something cute, half off is half off. 90% is even better. Let me know if your store's doing 50% or 90% 4 days after Halloween, because our local one was at 50 and then the one out of town was at 90. Then we have a bag over here that's Reese's Pumpkins and Bats. I don't think I've ever seen those. It's got Kit Kats in it, 2 different sorts, and then the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. And like I said, we don't usually buy this kind of stuff, but if we can get it for super duper cheap, then we'll get it and have it on our shelves just to use throughout the year. But some of our people really like marshmallows, and these are actually pumpkin spice marshmallows, which I don't know if any of us have ever tried. If you've tried these, let me know, and let me know what you do with them. Sister just loved the idea of this cookie kit, which includes the cookie mix, orange icing, 2 jack-o'-lantern cookie cutters. So it literally comes with a little cookie cutter that's both sides of your little pumpkin to make your cute little pumpkin cookies. And she likes to make things. She does make a lot of things from scratch. We don't in particularly go out looking for things like this because we do so much from scratch, but you know what, every once in a while we're gonna let that girl get that. Plus she can keep this and make her own, and then it's got the 2-sided cookie cutter. So I thought that'd be a fun little project for her. And then edible glitter gel, and it's got black, red, orange, and green. Well, I thought red and green is coming up, and we can use these on sugar cookies. And sometimes you need the black and the orange for your cookies to decorate as well. So it's not just for Halloween, it's for whatever your imagination can come up with. And then I found this, which I don't know what I want to do with yet. It is pumpkin spice extract with other original flavors, made with real cinnamon, ginger, and spices. And I didn't even bother looking at the ingredients on any of this because I know it's probably all just junk. But how do they extract pumpkin spice? Whatever it is, it sounds delicious, and it was cheap. And they have ideas here: cookies, cakes, ice cream, smoothies, shakes, coffee or hot cocoa, and cocktails. So if you have any ideas on what we could do with this, let me know. This is the section that I decided sister and I should grab, again for little convenience things. But this is 3 bags of the pumpkin spice cookie mix, and pumpkin spice isn't just for Halloween, so I'm glad they put those on clearance. And I think I'm going to make at least one of those bags and just bring them to work as a little treat for my people co-workers. But look, orange cranberry, well, cranberry orange muffin and quick bread mix. So you can make all kinds of things with this. Yes, you could make this on your own, but it was probably cheaper than I could put it together for my own ingredients. And it's something quick the kids can do without having to make too big of a mess in the kitchen. And they also had the apple cinnamon quick bread and muffin mix, which I thought sounded great. And then this complete pumpkin spice pancake and waffle mix. How cool is that? which again, I'm sure you can make this all on your own, but this is just super cheap stuff to have on the pantry shelf. That's a convenience items, which we don't really buy a lot of these packaged things ever. So this is like a family splurge treat, once a year type thing that we go through and get all the holiday stuff to put it on our shelves. Alright, you see this? This is the little clearance section that we got to grab some things from, which we love the clearance section. Sometimes it's better than others, but we did good this time, y'all. We did good. I'm excited. Sister found this at one. Let's see, body cream. So it's got vitamin B. I've never heard of this brand. Whatever it is, she was excited. It was $2. Let's see. What? Don't tell her. Ooh, it smells lovely. But anyway, sister gets things like that sometimes. We're always looking for carabinas around here to do something with. So for $2, that's fine. And then we found some Honest Company face and body lotion. And I've been having some dry skin around my jawline. And it's hypoallergenic. And I think I have heard some not so great things about the Honest Company. But for $5 versus $12, I'm willing to give it a try. And me and sister both, or sister and I both, got a bottle of that. I have a lot of sunscreen face moisturizers, but sometimes that stuff gets in my eyes and it just stings. So I wanted some that wasn't. And then yes, I know this is a petroleum-based product, but when you work outside, sometimes you just don't care and you want to have something in your pocket that isn't going to get gooey everywhere. So we got these all for $1 each. They were only $1.64, but hey, we're saving 64 cents each, and we got enough for everybody in the house. And as I said, we work outside. We also play outside. We do a lot of things outside. And so we get sunscreen. And most of the time, I do get the kids, because if you spray this on your face, it doesn't sting your eyes. And then if it drips, it doesn't sting your eyes. You see my little running theme? Sunscreen stings my eyes. And this one actually says, won't run into eyes, okay? So that's very, very good for me. And these were originally $6.47. We got these all for $2 each. And we picked up 3 of those. And then again, more sunscreen, kids version. 50 SPF, and these were $11.09 each, and we got these for $1.50 each, or for $3. So that's even cheaper. So we grabbed a few of those, and yes, we always do leave some for others, but we were able to stock up pretty good, so we have more sunscreen. Okay, I'll quickly show you what I'm going to do with one of these items that I think the kids will like. And this will be a quick one, so stay tuned. Well, I guess I'll show you right here, because I've already got my lights all set up in here. And if you probably guessed it, but we're going to put these marshmallows in the dehydrator. These are a lot thicker than the ones we've done before. We usually just do the miniatures, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'll try to put a clip at the end, if I remember, to show you how they turn out and let you know if the family approves. But I thought 2 bags on each tray should work, and that might be about right. We might end up with 1.5, but we're gonna dehydrate these for random snacks or whatever they want to do it with, but then they'll last longer because they'll be dehydrated. And we do not have a freeze dryer, which I think would be interesting to get. But we just cannot justify spending that kind of money on something like that right now, as we have lots of projects and a trip coming up soon. Okay, so maybe not, maybe one bag. So I might have to run these all twice. I want them to be separated out. Alright, so I'm going to do my other tray, which I have the Kasori all-in-one if you don't know. So it only has 2 trays, so I have to run 2 batches. And then we'll get these treats sorted out for the lovely people around here. So since we are going to have to sort things for the pantry and get all this stuff put up, and we finally have sister's new hair straightener, which she really likes, by the way. If I have a link, I'll put it in the description. We're going to go ahead and sort out these dry soup mixes that I found on clearance as well. And we're going to put them in mylar so they last longer, because this isn't something I would regularly go eat to pull out of the pantry. This is something that I want to have on my shelf in case we have power outages. Our area seems to lose power quite often in bad weather, and we've been having horrible freezes where our power was out probably a week the last few winters. So any way that I can have food on the shelf that's quick to make and warms bellies, then I want to have that ready to go. Plus we also live in a hurricane zone, so you gotta have things ready to eat on your shelf. That way you can feed your family when there's power outages, especially if you have an electric stove, which I currently do. So we're going to get these packaged up today so they can live as long as they need to on my shelf. Okay, so I got my canning funnel because this has a lot of powder in it, and I'm going to try to keep the powder from, for one, popping up into the air, and for another, staying out of the little zipper part that's in here. If you haven't used mylar bags, a lot of them come with the zipper that you can close your food in. And I really like these gusseted ones. And I got these from Wallaby. I tried to order some off of Amazon and quickly found that they were horrible, and returned them and went to Wallaby, which I'm not affiliated with them or anything. But the gusseted can stand upright, so it's easier to fill. And I'm just going to quickly show you how I do one of these. I've labeled these, dated them, and see there's directions there. I'm going to cut that out. And we're going to stick this in the pouch as well, because although I think we could probably figure it out, that doesn't mean somebody else that can't figure it out isn't going to find this and need to have it. Say it's freezing temperatures, but we still have to go to work, and somebody's here who can't necessarily figure this out, they can open it up and have the instructions ready to go. But anyway, we're just going to get all this poured in here as carefully as possible. And I got these on clearance as well, which I had never even seen these before. I mean, I knew they were available, but I've never seen them again in any of my local stores. And when I look online, these things are expensive. So we're going to put our instructions in there as well. And then I have a oxygen absorber here. Always put your extras in a jar. I think those other ones are the ones that got forgotten about with some that I returned, and I don't think they work. Okay, so we're just going to close this up, and I'm going to get the air out of it as much as possible. And I'm going to lay this product flat without poking holes, because some of this has dehydrated vegetables in it. And you can see how it's poking. Well, some of those on Amazon, you can't even barely push it and they try to poke out. I mean, some of them just pop straight through. So these are way thicker quality. And the whole reason I needed her straightener is so we could seal the top. Now what you might not know is we can open this, we can cut it here, pull tab and cut it here, use this product, and then this can also be used, like washed out and used as just a zippy bag if you have some spices, some bulk spices or whatever, and you don't want to zip it or seal it. Or you can use up the product inside and then cut it here, and then you can also use your hair straightener to seal here. So each time you do, you can rinse it out and just go further and further and make a box. This make a bag this big. Sorry, the bird is like nibbling in my ear. But you can go lower and lower and keep using this bag until you're out of room sealing it. Y'all, she really, really likes watching me do projects. She's like determined to watch me do projects. Alright, so I'm going to just quickly go through here and finish all these up. And then if I remember at the end, I will go ahead and include a clip of the marshmallows at the end. Okay, so now we have hi Coco. I'm standing right behind me is her cage. So every time I come over here to film and talk to y'all, she just jumps up on my shoulder. But anyway, I was certain I had 4 of the Southwestern style tortilla soups. I need to look around and see if maybe one fell. So I had labeled them already, and I know I went through and had ended up with the 4 creamy corn chowder as well, which I thought I had 4 of each. And what's really weird is the fact that I labeled 4 Southwest tortilla, and I know I labeled 4 creamy corn chowders, but I can't find the other bag of the creamy corn chowder now, even though it was all right here at my table. And I can't find the other bag that I thought I had of the Southwestern style tortilla soup. So this is kind of like Twilight Zone now. But I had 8 bags to label, and I know I labeled 4 of each. So I've just made my corrections. So this one is now creamy corn chowder. And thank goodness I was videoing, because as I was chit-chatting with sister. And was continuing to do all of this for you guys. And I didn't know if I had put an O2 absorber in this one. So I was able to review my footage, thankfully, and see that yes, I hadn't. So that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. You can cut this off, re-add your oxygen absorber, and then seal it up again as you go down. So I ended up having to do it anyway. But I'm glad I know at least now there's an oxygen absorber in there. So these, along with everything else you've seen today, will get put up in our pantry. And now these will last a whole heck of a lot longer than just sitting on my shelf not being used unless emergencies. I wanted to share, you could also do things like this. So say we get a couple of these super cheap, and then the kids end up not using them. or we don't use them during this season, and maybe they're going to go out of date before next year, at the time we would like some cranberry orange stuff, then we can put these in mylar as well. And then you can have them for next year, or the year after, or the year after that, or whatever. So if you find, I know a lot of people shop at, I think it's Dollar General, and get penny sales and stuff. So if you find things like this on a penny sale and you can really stack up, then you can use the mylar to extend the shelf life of them, which I think is pretty interesting. And if you have the space and the finances to get the mylar bags, then go for it. It's good to have extra stuff on hand when needed. And you might just need a quick mix to give to somebody in need, or to make something special for somebody to brighten their day. So here is the marshmallows after they have been dehydrated. And we have quite a few containers of these. I brought some to work as well. Everybody's been enjoying them. So let me show you the texture. You hear? Is a lot different now. And if you've had Lucky Charms cereal, I believe those are dehydrated as well. This is a similar texture. I'm going to try to one-handed cut one in half. There you go. It just shatters. So there's the inside, and they're super cool. Kids especially love them. But anyway, thanks for spending time with me. As always, I appreciate all that y'all have done for our channel. And yeah, what do you put in your pantry? What do you like to shop for on deals? Where do you shop for on deals? I'm all about saving money and keeping things in our pantry. I used to be able to go and do those Dollar General penny sale things, but now I'm usually working when they happen, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for being here and all that you do, and being you and all those lovely things, and putting up with this naughty bird. She keeps messing with my earrings because these aren't my regular earrings. So she keeps annoyingly messing with them, trying to preen them off me. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. Love y'all. Bye-bye.